Hello everyone, hello. I made it finally, last day of this first week. I again felt sort of lazy in the sense of like, oh, what? Or like maybe also a little bit scared in the sense of what if I cannot think of something? And it's actually quite strange because just yesterday I had the sort of same storyline and also added that I was surprised by myself in a positive way that I still could come up with things to share. So yeah, I'm quite a little bit puzzled how this is working and what is beneath this sort of hesitation, I guess that's what you can call it. So, well, without further ado, let's make some noise. Nice one. It's a quote by Byron Katie from The Work, who maybe you've heard of her. And the quote is, "It's not anybody's job to like me, it's mine." Very true, very true. I love it. I think that's sort of not a low-hanging fruit, but sort of in the middle, because I think theoretically, in our minds, logically, I think everybody would agree, but emotionally, that's I think one of the more difficult quotes to live by, to integrate in your life and live it as if it were true. For me, that's also sort of in my life. It's rather like a theme, and I guess I'm not alone in that. You want to get people to like you, and oftentimes we have trouble, or we forget to like ourselves. We're so busy trying to convince other people of our likability, while actually the one we need to convince, the only person you need to convince is yourself, is me, myself as well. It does sort of make it easier, I guess, because you only have to focus on one person and not on all those many people that have different preferences. So let's look at it from the positive side. It makes the job to like yourself a lot easier to handle, I guess, and a lot more clear in who do you need to please, and to understand that we are just perfect the way we are. That is, I guess, the challenge here. And a lot of those things have to do, like how you see yourself, has to do with our self-talk. That is something that gets addressed by Marissa Peer, for instance, very heavily. And I have been also doing this, like trying to gain consciousness in what I'm telling myself. The way we language our emotions and our frustrations, our criticism, it determines the way we think about ourselves. and there's no voice harder criticizing myself than my own voice inside my head. So this is actually the language you need to be conscious about and to change if you notice that you are sort of having this negativity sauce in your head flying around, where in that sense you don't stand a chance to like yourself more, because you're continuously telling yourself that you're not likable, or like that there's something wrong with you, that you should be doing stuff differently, or look different, say different things, and what I have also been doing, like that I'm sort of criticizing myself that I still have not started with certain things that I believe I need to be doing, and which is maybe true, but on the other hand, just trust the process as well, that things are in motion and working for me and not against me. The only thing that's working against me, I guess, that's me. And I have caught myself in quite some negative self-talk, which is a very good first step towards shutting yourself down. Like every time that I, try to voice something in myself that makes me feel worthless, I'm like, oh wait, shut up. Then but it gives you a little bit more of insight of like how often you do stuff like that, or like how you exactly voice those words. And then, but you have to observe yourself first, and then you can try to reformulate them, the messages that you are telling yourself, or just quit them altogether, or tell yourself other more encouraging things that will help in building your own self-likability, to put it like this. And yeah, it's a challenge. It's quite confronting as well. Something that also I think is very helpful, and I've not done the whole challenge, maybe you have heard of it, the invitation by what's his name again? Oh, Burger, yes. He asks you 7 times a day to set an alarm and ask yourself, when the alarm goes off, what is alive in you, like what's going on in your mind, what are you thinking about, what are you feeling, what just what's going on, and to really catch yourself in that moment again and again by telling yourself negative things. It's quite confronting, I thought, which made me dreading the alarm clock that went off, and I still have to do the whole week, the whole 7 days that this invitation is set up to function. But this first step, to observe yourself, to understand what your mind is doing with yourself, is, I think, crucial in getting this job done. That would be my thoughts on this quote, on how you can, do a better job, because you are the only one who needs to like yourself. And it's also nice to maybe, confront, just put yourself in a situation where you are just deliberately not sure what other people think of this situation, or you in that situation. Well, me doing those videos would be a perfect example, trying something new and push the button publish, having no idea what this is going to start up or not, but also just not think about all those voices that think I'm totally creating bullshit here. Maybe you think that, and that's fine. And as I told you before, this is for me first to have an idea of what this is like, and yes, also to see how this is related to it. Do I have a talent that I can make use of more? And I think it's a sign, or like a devotion for me to be courageous, because I find that very important in my life, that I am courageous. I have courage to do things, all kinds of things, to say things that nobody else dares to say, for instance, but also maybe to put me in uncomfortable situations where I am prone to be criticized and not liked by everyone. Well, there you go. Put yourself out there, see what's happening, and just see also what you yourself think and say to yourself. And this is where to start to like yourself more. Thanks to Byron Katie, very wise woman. And imagine, ask yourself, who would you be if you liked yourself? Something to chew on for the weekend. And I will talk to you guys later on Monday. Let's pick up where we left off here. Good weekend, and till Monday.